Hey everyone, Dan Bernard here with another tutorial, and today I'm going to follow up on just a statement that I made a couple weeks ago. I kind of teased this project that I've been working on here, and today I'm going to show you how I made this fight sound realistic. I started with literally no audio. All I had was just this video clip that I had downloaded, and I put together something that I think sounds very realistic. And I'm going to share with you 3 tips on how to make any fight you're working on sound better. First off, let's take a listen to what I put together, and then I'm going to walk you through those steps. Normally, I don't encourage violence, but at any time that I can make it sound more awesome, I'm going to go ahead and just say, let's roll with it. It sounds good. I like it. Please beat each other up on film as long as I can edit it. So, with that said, let's get into this. So first things first, of course, you're going to want to use good sounds. Good quality sound effects are going to just go miles on your project. I know there are a lot of options out there to get free sound effects from a lot of different places, but one of the things that I consistently run into, ironically, is inconsistent quality. Some of the stuff you get is MP3, some of the stuff you get is WAV, some of it's A files, they're at varying bit rate and quality, and that gets really messy quickly. And honestly, I don't have time to play around with that. So the first thing you need to do is get good sound effects. And this is the part in the tutorial that I shamelessly plug wavebrigade.com, where you can find all sorts of cool sound effects. Today we'll be using effects from spaces, knuckles, some steps. There's also some free sound effects here. If you click on the free sound effects tab up on the top menu here, you can find little samples of every product that we sell at wavebrigade.com for you to play around with and just see for yourself. So I encourage you to check that out at your convenience. So the stuff that you get from wavebrigade.com is 24-bit 48K broadcast quality WAV files, lots of different takes, lots of variety. They're named and organized really well, so you can find what you're looking for quickly. So if we take a moment to just like solo some of these tracks, you can really hear that there's a consistency there, right? It's punchy, it's EQ'd, everything's normalized. Now I do have an effect running through this. It's all going through reverb. But just to show you guys, like here's my mixer window. Nothing is mixed here, right? The only thing that's toned down quite a bit is this room tone. That's just to give it a little space and a little realism in the environment that they're in. I'll get to that later. These are just imported straight into Audition from the source files. This is all pre-mix, right? So this is a quote unquote out of the box just result of what you get when you use the sounds that you buy from wavebrigade.com. So my second tip for you in making a fight sound real is you need to lay in audio for everything that you see happen in your scene. So let me just expand this a little bit, make this a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing here. Just to highlight the movements of the male talent in this shot, like he's swinging punches here, he's actually taking a step forward with his leg. He's turning his body, which is going to cause this friction in his clothing, which is going to make a sound. I mean, his fist is flying through the air, so we want to hear that action with a swish, and he's probably going to be making a sound when he throws a punch. Like all these things you need to take into consideration here when you are trying to make a fight scene sound real. You want to hear everything that you see in your scene. Now she's blocking his punch with her arm here, so I added a body hit to accent that moment. And really it's just a matter of making sure that you can hear this awesome action that you're seeing on screen. And my third piece of advice would be, of course, to unite everything together in one space. I mentioned the room tone earlier. This comes from our Spaces pack. This is just the bedroom ambient sound. They're in a big open environment with a bunch of hard walls, and I thought, oh, that's similar to a bedroom, and I've just dialed that all down. And then I tied everything together by routing all the tracks to a bus track that I added some reverb in to make this just more echoey and kind of empty sounding. And like I said, they're in a big empty environment with a bunch of hard surfaces everywhere. And yeah, I think that just brings everything together in one space, so it just feels like it's all happening in the same environment, and that the sounds that you've just laid down in here and all these tracks are then affected by the environment that they're in. So it just unifies everything, and that really adds a lot of realism to your scene. So there you go. 3 simple steps that you can use to help make your fight scene sound real. I hope you guys use these tips and you enjoyed this tutorial, and I would love to see any projects that you're working on that involve fights or involve sounds that you've used from wavebrigade.com. If you used any Wave Brigade products on a sweet fight scene that you've shot, I'll leave a link to our contact page in the description below, so send me that. I'd love to check it out. And of course, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. If you have any questions or comments about anything that I've covered here, or if you have some tips and tricks that you want to share with everyone on how to make a fight sound more real, please feel free to share those in the comment section below. And if you want to see more audio post-production tutorials in the future, hit that subscribe button and let me know. Once again, my name is Dan Bernard, and thanks so much for stopping by.